any trails until he got into the cirrus area. Again, there's moisture right here, so he's going to leave trails. Breaking up right into that. If he gets out of that patch, he will not, but he's in this patch of cirrus that's right here, and you can see it from a wider angle. So of course he's going to be making trails. He's in the moisture. Anyhow, it's came in about 8:30. It's now 8:31, pushing 8:32. So about 2 minutes ago, there's that track and that contrail, and we're just gonna watch it. It's definitely persisted because it's right there at that bank where the cirrus clouds are at, and we'll just let the camera roll and watch it as it progresses. We'll be able to see hopefully some of that progression here. Move it a little bit more. There we go. So as it moves, it'll stay hopefully in the frame. Wind aloft is generally going this way this morning. Or I'm sorry, this way. So we'll just let it go. Okay, is able to easily track that one. That was in fact FedEx 420 at 34,000 feet that flew out of St. Paul, Minnesota, heading to Memphis. If you want to show the picture online, it will easily show why it headed to Evansville first, sort of in a southeasterly direction from Minnesota, and then turned, which they're just following their air lanes or whatever, their guided paths that they're supposed to take. But there's also some storm front that way, so he got out in front of it, around, headed toward Evansville, and then made this turn toward Memphis. So that's what he just did, that we just witnessed there. And I think we may have gotten out of frame here. This is the same one, and now we've moved way over here. You can see it spreading, and I'm going to let it run for a little while longer. Now 8:38. The winds are blowing pretty decent up there. Looks like cirrus have been moving along this morning, so we'll continue to watch that one as it persists. Slight adjustment here. Get a little perspective. That is the top of the house. I have to sort of move out for just a minute. This is a nice, awesome example of a contrail shadow where the sun, this plane just flew above us. And I don't know if you can see this very well, but the contrail itself is leaving its own shadow up on the other clouds. You see this? Because of the location of the sun and the angle, and that contrail that just got left by this commercial flight is leaving its own shadow. Or you can see the shadow right there. This is an example of a contrail shadow. Pretty good one too, actually. Now as the contrail moves, the shadow gets farther apart from it. It's just the angle of the sun and so on. As it rises, it's nearing, it should be right around 840. And this is just an example of a contrail shadow. When I first ran over to grab the camera, the shadow, of course, was a little closer to the original, but just the contrail starting to persist and spread, and you can see that it's actually leaving that nice shadow. Very good example of a contrail shadow right there. Had to pick up the camera, sorry. I'm walking backwards, and we're going back to these original ones. I'm going to step back a little further this time so we can try to keep this first contrail in frame for longer. This is this FedEx 420 contrail that I'm getting ready to knock down into because I want to keep an eye on it. It's been up there for a bit already. Again, it's a FedEx 420 that came out of St. Paul, Minnesota, and is and it was going to Memphis, but he made a turn here just around the Evansville, Indiana area. So we're gonna watch this one for a while, and you see how it's spreading already into a cirrus cloud, which, when the conditions are right, like it is right near the cirrus bank, you'll see that they're persistent. In fact, while I've been talking, a number of planes have flew over. Of course, you can see the remnants. And again, folks, these are all commercial flights. I can track every single one of these. And there's that shadow. I love that. But got a few out here as well. This over here, you see where these went, a short pocket of moisture where it hit. So it stops and starts. It's because the air that they flew through in that little area was moist enough or super ice saturated enough to cause the contrail. But again, right now I'll focus on this one that we know was the FedEx 420 flight, and I'm just gonna let the camera roll. I need to track this one probably too. It's actually currently being made, it looks like. Yeah, shouldn't be too hard to track that one. He's up here somewhere. Hard for me to catch sometimes, and I've got the sun sort of facing in on me, so as you can see, it's growing from down here. He's hit this nice moist area coming through here and leaving a contrail. I will track that one as well. There he is, right up here in this area somewhere. There he is, right there. Yeah, I will track that one. Leaving a nice contrail. He's probably up around 34,000, 35,000 feet most likely, so I'm gonna give this one a track. I'll add it later as well and update. But here's another nice one. So the best thing to do at this point, I'll get a track on that one. I already got a track on this one that was this curved one that came through a while ago from FedEx 420 flight. So I'm going to get us a track on this one now. And back the camera off and just let it go. Might come out and update the times so that we get that marked, and also write down my notes. We're going to keep this going just to see what they do. Okay, I think my battery went dead. It's now 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. on 7/29, July 29th, 2012. I don't know when that, I'll have to review the video later. It looks like the battery went dead or the camera timed out, one of the two. My camera's not great at doing these long duration things, so you can see how that is spread out there and turned into, basically it's turning into a cirrus cloud, just like this other one did earlier from the FedEx flight. It just sort of mingled together with the rest of the cirrus and so on. I do have now over to the west some a bank of clouds that's coming in. It's going to cover us up for the rest of the